Good afternoon. I'm out in the garden and I'm going to go look at my asparagus because I noticed it the other day. I cleared some strawberry plants away from it and now I can see that I totally need to harvest it again. So I harvested some about a week and a half ago or so, and now we're back to huge asparagus spears here. They say you're supposed to harvest them when they are about, I think, 6 to 10 inches. Well, this one here is probably 2 feet in length. I don't mean to boast, but you know. So I have 2 patches of asparagus here. So when I bought the asparagus, I got it from Home Depot, I think. It was a package of 3 crowns. And so when they sell them as crowns in the store, sometimes they sell seeds and sometimes they sell crowns. So the crowns are usually about a year old, which means you only have to wait maybe a year to harvest asparagus in your garden. If you're growing it from seed, you're in it for about 2 to 3 years before you can harvest. They say that the first year you start to grow asparagus spears, you shouldn't harvest them because the plant needs to build up its reserves. So I'm in it now by, I'd say, 4 years. So they say if you have a family of 4 or 5 people, you should have at least 5 or more plants. And I can see why they say that now, because you know, when we harvest asparagus, we get maybe 1 piece per person in our family of 5 or less, or maybe we're sharing one of these giant ones. But you don't get a huge amount from each crown. They are about 6 weeks to 8 weeks producing before it gets too hot out, and then they're done for the year and they produce a fern that they put up. You want to leave that so that the plant can build up its reserves for next year. And then it just sort of dies back over the winter. And then in the spring, around April, May, June, you get asparagus spears coming up that you can harvest. Louis the 14th loved asparagus so much, King Louis, that he built an entire greenhouse in France just to grow what he called the king of vegetables. But it is much more delicious from the garden than it is from the store. So I recommend trying it.